He was a father, a football fan, a Nigerian with dreams. But on a quiet Sunday afternoon in Lagos, Kolade Johnson became a name etched into the fight for justice. This is not just a story about a man who died. It's a story about a country that woke up. Kolade Johnson was born in Lagos, Nigeria, a vibrant soul known for his love of football and his devotion to his family. He was a father to a young son, a man who believed in the promise of Nigeria despite its flaws. He worked in media and entertainment and was known among friends for his calm demeanor and infectious laugh. He wasn't a politician. He wasn't an activist. He was just a Nigerian trying to live a good life. On March 31, 2019, Kolade went to a viewing center in Mangoro, Lagos to watch a Premier League match. It was a typical Sunday until it wasn't. That afternoon, officers from the Special Anti-Cultism Squad stormed the area. They claimed to be searching for suspects involved in cult activities. Eyewitnesses say the officers arrived aggressively, harassing bystanders and firing shots into the air. Kolade, who had stepped outside the viewing center, was caught in the chaos. One officer allegedly fired a shot that struck Kolade in the side. He collapsed instantly. People screamed. Some ran. Others froze. Kolade lay bleeding on the ground. He was rushed to the hospital, but it was too late. Kolade Johnson was pronounced dead. News of Kolade's death spread quickly. Within hours, the hashtag Justice for Kolade Johnson was trending across Nigeria. Celebrities, activists, and everyday Nigerians demanded answers. How could a man watching football be shot by police? Why did the officers open fire in a public space? The Nigerian police force responded with a statement. They confirmed the incident and announced that the officer responsible had been arrested and would face disciplinary action. But for many Nigerians, it wasn't enough. Kolade's death became a symbol. It wasn't just about one man, it was about the countless others who had suffered at the hands of rogue police units. From Lagos to Abuja, Port Harcourt to Kaduna, people took to the streets. They carried signs. They chanted his name. They demanded reform. This wasn't the first time Nigerians had protested police brutality, but something about Kolade's story struck a deeper chord. He was relatable. He was innocent. He was one of us. His son, barely old enough to understand, became the face of a movement, a child without a father, a family without justice. The officer accused of shooting Kolade was identified as Inspector Ogunyemi Olalekan. He was dismissed from the police force and charged with murder. But the legal process was slow. Delays, adjournments, and bureaucratic hurdles plagued the case. Many feared it would be swept under the rug. Kolade's family attended hearings, hoping for closure. Activists kept the pressure on, reminding the world that justice delayed is justice denied. In 2020, the EndSARS movement erupted across Nigeria. Kolade's name was among those chanted in protest. His story became part of a larger narrative, a demand for accountability. Kolade's death wasn't an isolated incident. It was part of a pattern, one that had plagued Nigeria for decades. The Sars unit, originally created to combat armed robbery, had become notorious for extortion, torture, and extrajudicial killings. Citizens feared them more than criminals. Despite multiple promises of reform, the unit continued to operate with impunity. Kolade's case highlighted the urgent need for systemic change. Experts argued that dismissing one officer wasn't enough. The entire structure needed to be dismantled and rebuilt. Kolade's mother described him as her heartbeat. His siblings spoke of his generosity and humor. His friends remembered his loyalty. His son, now older, asked questions. Where is Daddy? Why did the police shoot him? The family has tried to move forward, but the pain lingers. Every birthday, every holiday, every football match is a reminder of what was lost. They continue to call for justice, not just for Kolade, but for every Nigerian who has suffered in silence. Kolade's story reached beyond Nigeria. International media picked it up. Human rights organizations condemned the killing. During the EndSARS protests, Nigerians in the diaspora held vigils in London, New York, Toronto, and Berlin. They carried Kolade's photo. They demanded change. His name became a rallying cry for reform, a symbol of resistance, a reminder that justice is not a privilege, it's a right. Kolade Johnson didn't choose to be a martyr. He wanted to watch football. He wanted to raise his son. He wanted to live. But his death sparked a movement. His story became a mirror for Nigeria, a reflection of its pain, its resilience, and its hope. As we remember Kolade, we must ask ourselves, what kind of country do we want to be? One where lives are lost without consequence, or one where justice is more than a word?
Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe as we bring you more true stories on Whispers in Africa.